Kai Havertz has gone back to Germany, to Leverkusen, which is an intriguing move because we're probably going to sign someone from Leverkusen whose spot in their starting lineup has probably now been taken by the incoming Kai Havertz. Thank you for all of your feedback in the transfer window episode yesterday. We obviously brought in one player in Pedro Neto. We're looking to bring in multiple players today if we possibly can. One starting CDM, a forward player that may well start ahead of Jack Clark, may not start ahead of Jack Clark. Also, we've decided to go for some backup fullbacks rather than first team fullbacks, and we'll see how far the money stretches. Now, obviously, Kai Havertz has just gone to Bayer Leverkusen and will probably take Julian Alvarez's spot in the starting lineup in the deeper role. So, the man that will probably be the main marquee signing will come in from Leverkusen. Now, this isn't going to directly replace Jack Clark on the right-hand side. They are... Okay, that's a lot of money. They are both going to get plenty of football this season, so we don't need to worry about one becoming unhappy and the other kicking his dummies out the pram. He asked for 113. I offer 91, and they're like, yeah, okay. They're trying to have me over there, aren't they? He's on 96 grand a week. Julian Alvarez is going to come in. Now, the other main decision was starting CDM. Crucial is fine by me. The starting CDM decision was one between Declan Rice and... say that out, actually. Between Declan Rice and Ismail Benacer. We're going to go with Declan Rice. Dec is going to come in from Arsenal. Arsenal are going to end up selling Kai Havertz in this window and Declan Rice. So they will be significantly weakened. But I think the English option makes sense over the option from outside of the division. So that's one in. Now we're going to make it two in. And we could actually get Dec Rice for about 65 to 70 million pounds. The backup fullback options kind of fall into place for us, actually, because Vanderson has less than 6 months left on his contract, so could be available cheaper than his market value. And Parisi is about value. Parisi may have to go on the back burner, it depends on money, but we will get Declan Rice in, and then we will see what we've got left to potentially get Vanderson and maybe Parisi in as well. But Vanderson is the preference. Now, looking at the amount of budget I've got left, I certainly should be able to get both Parisi and Vanderson done. No, probably not. I'm probably only going to be able to do one, and maybe we can raise some more money elsewhere to get another player in. They'll accept 68. Wow, I am surprised at that. They just straight away were like, yep, all right, cool, which is minimally valuation. Now, again, you expect Declan Rice to want crucial. He will be crucial. Jack Clark and Julian Alvarez will dovetail on the right-hand side, although Julian Alvarez can play anywhere in my front four, so he's very much going to be a vital squad player for us. I'll offer Dec £125,000 a week. We'll probably accept a bit of a wage cut, so that's not a problem. Well done, Ches. Little mate. There we go. And a signing bonus of 800 grand, maybe? Should accept that. Does accept that. Welcome in, Declan Rice. That's two marquee signings done in the opening couple of minutes of this save. I'm going to go and play a game so that we're not fully just me waffling in the menus for the first few minutes of the save. So do drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. We have Bournemouth to begin with, which will probably sim, Everton away and Liverpool away. We will have the Merseyside double for today's episode, as well as more than a double amount of signings too. Good. We should be now, hopefully, title contenders. Match day 1 sees us up against Bournemouth, who currently lead the way, although they do that every year in the Premier League. Nobody ever starts higher than AFC B. Wagner at left back is an intriguing one. We have Kilkenny midfield, Onyedika as well. Enes Unal's dangerous and always has been for Bournemouth in this save. But, with Declan Rice in the starting lineup and actually Julian Alvarez on the bench. Van Everijk's up to 84 already, which is good news. We get... A 2-2 draw after they go down to 10 men and then score twice. Well done, lads. That's gone very well indeed. Superb. Right, well, Everton away will be the one that we'll play then. And Pascal Struijk is probably going to kick up a bit of a fuss this season. I might try and renegotiate his contract and give him and offer him a lesser squad role, because there are 2 centre-backs ahead of him. But whether players ever actually agree a downgrade in playing time in FC, I don't actually think is going to be a thing. So we will now go and play Everton, and then hopefully actually get a win on the bloody table. Although we're second for now. It's probably not going to accept anything less than important. That. Oh, yeah! Pascal Struijk will accept rotation. You beauty! Right, we will probably look to renegotiate a number of contracts once we're out of the window, because by that point we'll know how much money we've got left and how much money we can spend, because there are a lot of people that are unhappy with their contracts, because it's FC and people just become unhappy with their contract over a span of time and are never just happy with what they're on for their full contract. Because I don't know why. I say because, as if I have a reason to give you as to why that would be. Everton lost their first game of the season. No one's really that surprised about that. They got Nabil Bentaleb sent off in that first game of the season as well. As you can see, down at the bottom left, he is unavailable. Former Leeds United player Gruev on the bench. They are not playing Jack Harrison on the wing in this season, it seems. Forson is out wide with Alvaro Jallo on the other side. Jordi Clasie back in the Premier League. I don't know Hackney. That's a name I'm not particularly familiar with, or a player I'm not particularly familiar with. Obviously, their defence looks intriguing. Merlin, don't know. The 2 regens, don't know. One of them could be absolutely stellar. We shall wait and see. Everson in goal. And then Dominic Calvert-Lewin up top. Dele Alli having a bit of a renaissance in this save, getting a lot of first-team football at Everton. We wish him well in real life. We'll play in the white kit here, and hopefully now get the first win on the board of the season. Please. Here is Hayden Hackney. He's a Middlesbrough youngster, apparently. Challenged by Calvert-Lewin. Middlesbrough youngster who is currently late 70s in rating, with potential actually to get into the early 80s. So that might be one to bear in mind for the RTG save we do with Cambridge United after this Leeds United save. But for the time being, we're concentrating on winning as much as possible this season with Everton. Jordi Clasie has not necessarily covered himself in glory there. I will lift this looking for Gini, who's then immediately lost it. Gini Rutter is another player. Still, I've never really been fully satisfied with Gini Rutter at any point in this save. And now that we've got someone like Julian Alvarez waiting in the wings, Gini Rutter is going to have to very much impress in the opening 2 months of this season if he wants to hold down that starting spot. Otherwise, Julian Alvarez is coming into the 11 centrally rather than out wide for Jack Clark. Everton cannot help but give the ball away at the moment. It is not going well for them here in everything other than tackling and getting the ball back again. They just can't help themselves. You're supposed to keep the ball, lads. I don't know whether you ever noticed that's how you play football. Ben Godfrey in the way of Peru's corner attempt. And we shall float that over, and Peru will try and get on the end of the header as well. Dems is there, and Hackney's been at the heart of everything. Or at least the ball has been at his feet a lot in his opening stages. Thank you for giving it back to me again. Never mind, you can have it back yourselves. What a through ball. Literally just unpaused the game after having a look at those regens. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin has made us pay for pausing at the wrong point. Soon as we came back to gameplay, he sprinted away through that gap. Uncatchable. Everton lead. Durand is 72 rated. No, 68 rated at right back. And Dems is 72 at centre back. So hopefully they will be vulnerable in defence. But it was our defensive line that was cut open there. And Everton lead against Leeds. Not the ideal start to the season at the moment, is it? But things can recover. The unbeaten season is still a potential. But I think we can probably forget anything Leverkusen-esque this year, can't we? Archie Gray. No, it's Declan Rice even that's here. Looking for Gini Rutter. Trying to get that back to Dec, actually. Declan Rice. And Gini Rutter. Has your footwork rubbish? Okay, bugger. Declan Rice wins it back well. Jack Clark trying to force it through the gap. It doesn't quite work. Archie Gray is here. Somerville dropped tight. Oh, and he's left the defender. It's a narrow angle. Everson at fingertips gets it away for a corner. Come on then. Let's win this like 4-1 and just... Dems is dominant aerially. He might only be 72 rated. That perhaps is because of technical ability, but his physicals are very much good enough. He is a unit of a man that is clearly learning his trade and at the same time being pretty good at what he does already. Oh, not sure about that. Let that go. Everton giving away possession. Never. Dems! He's too good! He's a 72 rated player that so far is playing like Ruben Bloody Diaz. Not keen. Not keen. Genie, keep that run going out wide. Crescencio Somerville's made a good run. Quickly into Ruter. Tried to do the defender and couldn't. Everton are, at the moment, very, very good. Drill it. Make me a run into a channel, Genie. There you go, lad. Surely from here. And relax a little bit. Everton 1, Leeds United 1. It's almost as if Genie was playing a video game, innit? Dele Alli out to Alvaro Jallo. They are immediately looking for that lead back again. And if it weren't for Dele Alli completely forgetting where the football was, they might have had it as well in that move. Jallo just completely gave up on me there. We'll look together inside Merlin. Merlin in Folklore has a big white beard. Merlin here, sheet white hair on top of his head. There he is. I mean, it suits with the Everton kit. Looks very good, in fact. Very fashionable. Alvaro Jallo. Back to the Wizard. And Dele. Jordi Classy from range. Jordi Classy attempts it from range, but Ethan Ampadu is in the way. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to having Ampadu slightly deeper, but I'm sure we'll adjust. He is, of course, very, very good quality. Jallo with a free kick for the Toffees. That's cleared away well by Ben White. We've had some interest in Ben White from Manchester City, actually, but I decided to reject it. Ben White, we brought him back to the club because of his former association with Leeds United, so I would rather keep him at the club and continue that relationship. Doesn't have the captain's armband, despite being one of the higher rated players in the team. And Gini Ruter is apparently a man reborn this season. Leeds United 2, Everton 1. He knows he has to step up to the plate. Not only has he stepped up to the plate, he's swinging home runs. Oh, he's done me there, Alvaro Jallo. That was very nice. And he's away. And we'll find here Hackney in support. Little fake dummy of a move. No, what are you doing? Melee! That's a very video game goal, isn't it? He saved it. I've gone to turn away and the keeper has gotten up and just knocked the ball away. Dele Alli's like, thank you! 2-2. Looks like we're going to be starting this Premier League season with 2 draws and 2 points total. We've got Liverpool to welcome to Ellen Road next. And that's probably not going to be anywhere near as straightforward, even though this game hasn't been straightforward, as this one. Although you know what FIFA's like. It'll probably be a 3-0 comfortable win, won't it? Well up, Julian. Unfortunately, couldn't find a teammate. That will, I hope, be game. Advantage played. Advantage given. They will throw it in the mixer. Archie Gray's furious. They will throw it in the mixer with seconds to go. Alvaro Jallo floats it over. And Declan Rice is up. That's what we bought him for. To make the right defensive actions in the right defensive moments to ensure we don't concede goals. 2-2 Bournemouth. 2-2 Everton. What will happen against Liverpool, I don't know. But let's go and sign Vanderson first. Valued at 36 with less than a year left on his contract. We'll try and get an absolute steal here. No! The cheek of it. The cheek of it. I mean, to be fair, the cheek of me asking if I can get him for 10 million undervaluation. 34.6 is still undervaluation. I'll try 29.6 and we'll actually up the sell-on clause because that'll add a bit more value to the deal. 31.4. Why would you take 5% of the sell-on clause out? I don't understand. You're actively getting yourself less money by that. 30 million. Do it. Done. Way lovely. Bernison is in, sir. And I don't think at this stage we're going to do any more incomings. There might be something untoward that we do, unexpected that we do, like the Klojek sale to Aston Villa. That was something we absolutely were not expecting to do whatsoever. Liverpool have lost both of their opening games of the season. Destiny Udogie was sent off in the last game, so he's unavailable for this fixture. Szoboszlai, Fede Valverde and Koke is the midfield three. Matthijs de Ligt is now in their defensive line as well. Kerkez fills in for Udogie at left back. Harto is at right back, and Sepp van den Berg is there in the other centre-back position, which is an intriguing choice. I don't know how well he grows. Salah, Gakpo and Oyarzabal are the ones through the front three. Vitinha off the bench will be very good in midfield. Pedro Gonçalves will be very good out wide. So they can move Gakpo central as well because he can play through the middle. Kirk's an option in the middle as well. Memphis Depay can play anywhere in the front three as well. They've got a good team, but I don't know who they must have played in their first two games. But, I mean, our side is sensational and we drew with Everton and Bournemouth. So, clearly we're not the only ones to have a slow start to the season. But faster, better than Liverpool, that's for sure. Peru's been quiet so far, but because of his history of goal scoring for us, I will continue with him for now. Ampadu and Gini Rutter. Look at the run. If we can find the ball. Oh, we found the ball. Ian Martson. No. Needed the driven finish he did in the Champions League against Atleti there. He's kind of scooped it into the arms, well, safely enough, to Alisson. Alisson makes another stop from Rutter this time. Well in, Archie Gray. We've got some very talented tacklers in our team at the moment. Van Nevijk and Peru and Jack Clark's in behind. He and Gini Rutter. No! Unbelievable, Jeff. He and Gini Rutter are the ones under threat from Julian Alvarez's signing. It's unbelievable quality and depth we have in those forward positions now. And hopefully it will prove to be the deciding factor in whether we do or don't. Yes! Win trophies this year. Peru's off the mark for the season. The celebration befitting of the finish. Lovely through ball. And then, was it first time? No, took a touch to get it away from the defender and slammed into the top corner. Up Leeds. You can tell just the extra intelligence of players like Fede Valverde. Oh, God. What a driving run. What a run. Squared it. Could have gone for goal. Ampadu with the instinctive clearance before I could even press a button. And they're going to take the corner short, perhaps. Oyarzabal into Mo Salah. Two have come across to try and deal with it. Salah kicks it straight against Somerville. They'll have a actually free kick for handball. And Dominic Szoboszlai will lift it towards the very dangerous edge of the 6-yard box area. But we've dealt with it well. We've gotten it away. We'll just make sure we keep Liverpool at bay and get our shape back. Still 1-0 up here. There's Gakpo again. Oh, the ball roll. The old trusty ball roll. Fede Valverde, Cody Gakpo. Travailing effort. Not as accurate or powerful as it needed to be to get the ball past Meslier. Martson. Nice. Rate that. How's your touch? Oh, Peru. Oh, Peru. Similar sort of angle to the goal he scored, but he's taken it on his right side and absolutely gotten it wrong. Pedro Gonçalves has come on now for Oyarzabal. I wonder whether they're going to move. Yep, they have done, in fact. Moved Gakpo central and Gonçalves has now gone out on the left. That's exactly the sort of change that I thought they would make. Oh, but they almost can't cope. Oh, with the calibre of football that we're playing. Some sumptuous possession play, but Just desperate defending from Liverpool and quality goalkeeping, denying us a goal to extend the advantage. Are you onside this time, Genie? Yes. Got support. We'll use it. Here's Declan Rice. Through there's Jack Clark. And Genie out of his feet. Looking for a worldie. Not going to get it. I can't get there. Oh, I can't get there. Gimme. Oh, no! Oh, my God! That's a pen. That's a pen. I'm sure that's a pen. We'll have a look as the ball... As he comes inside the box here. It's Dominic Szoboszlai. Ben White comes across for it. And does he get something on the ball? Or the faintest of scrapes on the bottom of his studs. Reaches across. To be fair, probably gets man first. But does noticeably change the trajectory of the ball. That's one that probably in real time would be given. And with VAR would be overturned. I nearly made a massive mistake there to let Liverpool back in it. Melié's had not much to do in this game so far. Liverpool have had a lot of the ball in this sort of area, but actual chance creation has been more heavily weighted in our favour. Again, I've got changes waiting to be made. I tried to make them after an hour. Oh my lord! Fede Valverde is the best player on this pitch and questionably the best player in this division. Unbelievable he's been in this game. Does not deserve to be on the losing side, but hopefully he will be. Gonçalves whips a good ball. De Ligt with the header, but this time it's wide. Breathe, relax, reset. Let's get the dub. Up we go. Yes, Ben White. That's much better. Oh my God, go away. Oh, jeez Louise. That was panic. Alvarez. Lovely weight of ball. And Peru. Matthijs de Ligt. Excellent positioning. Didn't challenge to try and win the initial ball because he knew he wasn't going to get there. So made sure he was positioned well enough to stop the secondary effort. Peru's header goes over the top of the bar. It's still only a narrow 1-0 lead. But so far it's a 1-0 lead that hopefully will remain with only 7 minutes to go. Not long left to hold on to this. Not long left at all. That was meant for Alex Scott. Fede Valverde intercepts. It's a loose pass. One that I didn't really want in terms of the recipient it was looking to go towards. Good block on it by Van Ewijk, but in second half stoppage time, Alisson's coming up in the 91st minute. Alisson comes up for the corner. It is headed near him. Pedro Gonçalves gets to it, and Alisson is on his way back again. Mo Salah. Melié's there. Well, there's no chance of getting it to anyone that can get it past the out of position, out of half goalkeeper. But we don't need to. We do get a win on the board at the beginning of the season. Would have very much preferred more than 5 points from these opening 2 games. But 5 points is what we get. And Liverpool so far have got nothing from the opening 3 games of the season. So I don't know as we really can complain too much. Frustrated to get the draw against Bournemouth and Everton, but you saw how good Everton played and how lucky they got with the goal that they eventually equalised with. West Ham have offered me Jarrod Bowen. We were interested in Jarrod Bowen earlier in this save. Not at the moment, thank you very much. We have progressed beyond the level that Jarrod Bowen plays at, unfortunately for him. So Curtis Jones is the biggest deal so far on transfer deadline day, with £53.3 million changing hands to bring him back to the Premier League from Sevilla to Bournemouth. Nicholas Raskin has gone to Sassuolo and Pure Mayo has gone from Napoli to Crystal Palace. So Premier League money being thrown around left, right and centre. Jonathan David might also be on his way to the Premier League. Tajani Rangers too, and Ben Doak might be on his way out of the Prem. Let's see what happens. Oh, Brian Brobby. That is Leverkusen's Julian Alvarez replacement then. £72.4 million spent. He comes to the Xabi Alonso wonder team at the moment. Jonathan David does join Everton now. Solet moves in this save. Always a go-to in the comments section. And he's gone to Montpellier from Porto. That's an intriguing move. Matthijs Ginter might be on his way to... not Ginter. He's German, not Dutch. Matthijs Ginter might be on his way to the Premier League as well. I see G's and sometimes my brain just goes, Dutch. Roger Fernandez, Strasbourg to Brighton. I don't know anything about him, to be completely honest. Any other bigger deals? No. Tijani Reinders has joined Burnley, £34.1 million. Konstantinos Mavropanos might be leaving West Ham to go to Roma. De Kuiper moves to Hoffenheim. Felix and Mesha goes to Inter Milan. Leipzig have offered me £75 million for Ben White, but Ben White continually stays here, please. Thank you very much. Any other massive deals to go through? Nothing at the minute. Malik Thiaw, though, moves to Atletico. That is a certainly upward move for him. Lot of interest in Ben White. They've offered me a 79 rated Derek Kiernan and 19 million. I think you can quite well imagine my 4-letter response to that. Ronnie Edwards moves Southampton to Leuven in Belgium. That's an odd one for sure. PSG would now like Ben White. No! He's not for sale! Go away! Crescencio Somerville, Manchester City have offered me 85 rated Joseph White. He's a regen of some regard, not a Patreon player. Plus £20 million. No! I don't want him! Go away! We might see some more moves for Patreon players in the save, with Joe Corder being linked from Chelsea to Leverkusen. No bigger deals going through as of yet, though. Still progressing through this transfer window. Noah Okafor might be moving to Newcastle to come to the Premier League. Seivald has moved and joined, was that AC Milan, I think, in the... let's have a look here. Oh, no, Leipzig. Leipzig to Real Sociedad. I don't know where I've got AC Milan from. Maybe from the Noah Okafor thing. I'm not entirely too sure where I've pulled that one out from. Chiquinho moves from Wolves, but there's only some minimal ones down on that particular hour countdown. Van Evert's had a lot of interest in him this window as well, but continually I want him to stay. Joe does move from Chelsea to Leverkusen for £54 million. That's another deal that's done. Atleti are interested in Riley. He's had a lot of interest in him this window as well. A lot of the youngsters have. We will be making a lot more use of the youth setup in the Cambridge United Career Mode Realistic Road to Glory. That's for damn sure. But that is the end of the transfer window with regards the dealings being done. Let me show you what the biggest deals that were done were. We'll give you the transfer history roundup. Then I'll show you all of the moves that may well have gone through for the Patreon players. Oh my lord! Rodrigo has left Manchester City for a Neymar beating £221.4 million. Christ. £250,000 on Rodrigo. It was 80 million that Arsenal sold Kai Havertz for. He is in this save. What highly rated are you? 87, Kai Havertz. Brobbey is 85, and he goes to Leverkusen too. Bruno left Manchester United to go to Juventus. That's an intriguing one. Draven, Patreon player, 81 rated, goes to Brighton. Rovella comes to the Premier League. He's going to be very good, isn't he? 85. Yeah, that's certainly going to improve West Ham's starting lineup. Zaire Emery to Manchester United, 84 rated now. So the future of that Manchester United midfield. They've let Fernandez go, and Zaire Emery comes in his place. Hakimi's left Liverpool to go to Real Madrid for 68.1. That's an intriguing one. And Upamecano's gone as well. Although, to be fair, he was a bit rubbish for Liverpool last time we played them. Andre Silva moves to Inter Milan. Balogun is now at Leipzig and starting to make his way up the pyramid. 85 rated Balogun. Very, very good. Fratesi joins Crystal Palace. Logic, we obviously sold. Adiemi moves within Germany. Chris Taylor's gone to Dortmund from Fenerbahce. Garnacho moves to Nice. All right. Joao Cancelo to Aston Villa. That's a good one. Julian Brandt comes to Arsenal. Bailey Byrne goes to Real Madrid. Lee Kang-in was a player we had on our shortlist. He's gone to Sevilla. Curtis Jones comes to Bournemouth, as we saw. Ferenc Puskas, the reincarnated Ferenc Puskas for Marcus, goes to Real Sociedad. Caicedo to Roma. Tapsoba's moved. Seivald was one we saw. He's 84 rated right now. And Mesha Ezzi's moved to Brighton, so he's back in the Premier League after leaving Crystal Palace to move to Serie A with Roma. Mason Mount goes to Marseille. Ooh, it's an intriguing one. Buongiorno to Real Madrid at 27 years of age, but 85 rated. It's an understandable move. It's surprising that Torino have held on to him for as long as they have. Sko Olsen and Bentancur to Chelsea. We saw the Malik Tior one. Camero was suggested in the comment section for CDM, and an 85 rated would have been an option for sure. Daniel Marnan leaves Chelsea. Good. He's very good. Always very good for them, and glad to see the back of him, to be honest. Conor Dara. Shamrock Rovers to Juventus. That's a career mode transfer, isn't it? 80 rated, to be fair. Surprised he was still at Shamrock Rovers. Andy Robertson, Barcelona to AC Milan. Evan Nielsen has left Newcastle to go to Frankfurt, and that is all of the transfers that were gone through in this window. I need to go and update the spreadsheet because, as you've quite clearly seen, there's been a lot of moves with Patreon players in this window. If you're not that bothered about the Patreon players and seeing where they've gone, then don't worry about watching the next couple of minutes of the episode. I'll see you tomorrow. Patreon players, let's have a look and see who's gone where, shall we? A number of changes. You can see all the green and yellow in the list here for Season 4 so far. So Alex Cabasa signed for Napoli as a free agent, has gone to Troyes on loan. PSG is the destination for Ben Bessemer, having left Portsmouth to go to Barcelona, now moved to France. We've seen Dinamo Dresden swapped for Inter Milan for Brandon Yang. Dortmund the destination, as we saw actually in the actual in-game highlight for Chris Taylor from Fenerbahce. Juventus the destination from Shamrock Rovers there. Lyon from AC Milan, that was a permanent move, a step down for Dawson Minton, but clearly not getting first team football at Milan, wanted the move away. Sunderland to Brighton for Draven, we saw as well. Kilmarnock to Real Sociedad for French Puskás, we saw that too. Lille loan continues into a second season for James from Liverpool. A move to Monza from Chelsea for Jamie Brown as well. Another man to swap a higher calibre reputation club in favour of first-team football. Strasbourg on loan for Jay Besic after signing for Milan as a free agent. Joe has moved to Bayer Leverkusen, as you saw. Jordan Barlow's gone to PSV from QPR. Barcelona from St. Pauli for Millie and his beard. Nantes on loan there, that should be yellow, from AC Milan for Justin. Juventus from Leicester for Martin Schultz. Two more. Tottenham Hotspur is where Michael Schiller has gone. After starting as a free agent, went to Saudi to join Al Hazem, and then has come back to the English divisions. And Charlton swapped for Bilbao for Sebastian Anderson, the fullback. These were your ratings at the beginning of the season, but updated ratings you can see on the list next to me. By all means, feel free to pause again at any moment if you would like to. And as we always say, do make sure to come across to the stream if you would like to see your in-game details in more detail. But you guys growing very well. Some players you expect would have moved by now, like Daniel. Doesn't look like Cambridge are saying he's too good for the team. Not too good for the team, but like so good they won't sell him. Danny Brooks, similarly, you would have thought would have left Orlando City by now. Doncaster Rovers still. Some small destinations for some players. Jaden Corker at Mansfield. Michael German at Brisbane Roar is still smashing it out in the A-League at the moment. It's got to be the highest rated player in that division, I would have thought by now, for sure. Surprised to see some not moving from some clubs, but I'm actually shocked that some have moved from elsewhere, actually. Some of those moves from a big club to a smaller club is intriguing. The chasing of first-team football is not necessarily something that really you actually see all that much with Patreon player moves, but it is refreshing to see. And hopefully, when we refresh the league table at the end of the next episode, we won't be bloody ninth. We'll be near the top of the table, if not at the top of the table. We haven't yet had our Champions League group stage drawn. That will happen as we head into the month of September. Presently, Burnley, Brentford, West Ham, and a rather, hopefully, simple quick sim game against Plymouth in the Carabao Cup away from home. But we'll wait and see what the Champions League group stage looks like. And we would like to go for 3 trophies, if not 4 trophies this season, to add to the one we've already got. That being the Community Shield against Manchester City yesterday. That's all for me for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As ever, drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. And I will see you on Monday for more. Have a great weekend.